He's not ILP. No way, Martha. Can't have it coming here. We can't have it going there to red head. Which is only. We'll study, you know. But this one for I'm just look. Do my neighbor boy. You were in England together.
No. I went because it was too long and it's too hot, so someone stood for me.
Oh, you got someone to stand for you. By the way, what does it feel to be an independent candidate voting today rather than a citizen?
Well, I think that being independent is going to make a big impact on Trinidad and Tobago. I believe that if not now, if not this time, there is a place for independence. We see that more and more every day, people are realizing that there is veto power and that the governments need to share or change the constitution.
Did you experience any thinking, any kind of second thoughts in terms of voting today? Because there's no independent candidate in this seat.
Yeah.
You would have had to choose a party.
Well, I did choose a party, and I chose that particular person because of the fact that he's a hard worker and he has brought good credibility to San Fernando and this area and throughout Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Where will you expect to see your results this evening?
It's here by Joel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Valerie, nicest boy. My schoolmate boy. Valerie, you did well.
Okay, one. All I am.
Let's wait for the express. Just go step back a little bit.
I don't want to block the, I don't want to block. Just remember that.
Oh, you could hold it?
Morning, Mr. Fernando.
Efficient. I've been voting here since the early 2000s, and it's been smooth, as usual. No hiccups.
And how do you feel?
Very confident of victory. I have a lot of faith in the people of San Fernando East, and I think they'll make the right choice.
Any words from your campaign manager?
Voting for good governance, sustainable development, safety in the country.
So, Mr. Mitchell,
We have the right leader for that at the right time.
Yes, sir.
Today is the 7th of September, and we'll have the 7th Prime Minister tonight, which is Dr. Keith Rowley.
Randall, if and when you succeed, what's the first project you want to work on?
The first thing I'll do is to thank the people of San Fernando East and thank the people behind me, thank my campaign manager. The first thing we'll do is to reorganize, all right? And then we'll go into the areas and take charge.
Okay, well, you have a boss, campaign manager, so
Yeah.
all is well that ends well.
All is well. It begins well.
God willing, God willing.
Okay, thank you. You'll be in your office this evening until what time?
Scotch Street will be celebrating
Scotch
the evening
Street
at
by
Scotch
about
Street,
8.
and then we're going up to Balisay House. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary, you come up and tell me about
Hi, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hi.
The boss.
You will be nobody begins or nobody.
Put your ID in the box.
But at 7 a.m. I think we had a couple of thousand people voting already for the entire constituency. I think it has been an extremely energized campaign because today, is much more, the society is much more wired and connected than ever before with social media, internet, many newspapers, radio, television, and so on. So I think people are much more aware today than before. And there's an overwhelming interest in the elections. I think the campaign as a whole was very, very energized. Enormous publicity for the campaign. And I was pleasantly surprised that even in my own constituency, at 7 a.m. it was extremely high. And that augurs well for an extremely high voter turnout today. We expect 17 to 18, possibly more than 18,000 people to vote in our Puchis today. In other areas, I've also received reports from other areas in San Fernando and the East-West Corridor, and I understand that is a pattern very early of high voter turnout. We have had no incidents in our Puchis of any irregularity or any problems. There are some areas where mock stations have gone up a bit late, and of course there's always a perennial complaint of every side about the location of mock stations within the proximity to polling stations and so on. But that is quite normal. So we have had no undue problems for the morning. The weather is holding up fine so far. So it augurs for a great day for democracy. It augurs for a high turnout, which is very important for the country as a whole, but I say also very important for us as well. So those are the few observations we have for the morning.
We had an incident in Moruga where the guy who sang the campaign song for Clifton, the photo was shot dead.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Do you think this is anything political?
I wasn't aware of that, but I mean, I would extend condolences to the family and friends of that person. It's very regrettable. It's very sad on a day like today, but without any further information, I can't say whether it is political or not political. It's just a very tragic development to hear. Okay, so thank you all very much, and I also want to say that later in the day, we expect the Prime Minister will be voting at the Hermitage Presbyterian School. We don't have a fixed time yet, but we expect in the afternoon period, and then we'll be making several tours of the southern constituencies to look at developments there, to meet some of the field staff we have. But so far it has been a very orderly morning, and it augurs very, very well for democracy in Trinidad and Tobago. I've also had the opportunity to greet over the weekend the Observer team, and they are on the field, and later today I will meet members of the Foreign Observer team in San Fernando. So we expect that they will also pronounce that all is well with the democracy in Trinidad and Tobago and the capacity of our EBC and other institutions to rise to this challenge.
Dr. Miller, one more question. Do you think that our society is politically mature enough that there wouldn't be any incidents of violence? We had the PNM incident where the stage was set on fire and so on.
Sure. But I think these incidents are really rare and they are one-off. I would also believe that there's a country that went through an 1818 tie when there was no government in place for several weeks and showed great maturity and responsibility. So I'm very confident. But we're also confident that tonight we will have a clear victory by much more than a small margin. So we are confident that that will ease the transition to a new administration of the People's Partnership. Okay? Thank you all very much, and good day and good luck. Yeah, sure.
Tell us about your experience this morning. Was there a lot of people on the line?
No, this morning I was, I'm C, so in the first station, the first part of it, I was number 139, and there was just one person ahead of me. So it was in 5 minutes I was in and out of there.
Have you had any reports, anything onto us?
So far, no. So far, no.
Have you had any reports about voter turnout?
Well, it's high in some areas and trickling in others. But after this, I'm going to make my rounds at all polling stations to see how it's going firsthand,
What kind of results do you expect?
Well, I expect a win for the partnership. I'm not predicting how many seats, but I think we have done all we could. We have assisted the poor, the needy, everyone, the business person. And this is what politics is about, We were people-centered, and it's people who vote. So we're looking forward to a victory later. Yeah? Okay.
Daddy was my teacher,
Preacher walking in front of people looking good.
One thing? Yeah!
Let's go. Folks, I have voted. I voted for the PNM, and that is all there is to say. Nothing else.
Are you confident do you think the PNM will be victorious in this election?
We'll see.
What do you think about campaigning, Mr. Manning?
I don't know. I was not involved in it. I came, I voted, and I'm going back home. That is it for me.
What will you be spending the rest of your day doing? Where will you be tonight?
Tonight, sleeping.
So, Mr. Manning, you voted?
Good.
So you voted for the PNM candidate, Mr. Al-Rawi?
Yes, so any PNM, I did that.
How's your health, Mr. Manning?
Good enough. That is what I'm concentrating on. My health.
How many days are you taking therapy now, Mr. Manning?
I long for change. 4 years.
3 days for the week?
Oh, no.
Let's get a nice picture with the finger, please.
Finger, yes.
Choose one, let's get a picture now.
How you doing?
Let's go both of you with the fingers.
Can I get a picture, please? Come back, Manu, come back.
All right, sweetheart, all right.
Watch out for my plan. One more. I'm confident about the PNM's, how you doing, miss?
Okay.
How do you feel about this,
Folks,
Out and bad.
Thank you.
folks, the rain, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Manning. Thank you very much.
All the best, sir.
Jody, please.
You hiding, boy?
Morning, everyone. How are you all doing?
Not as good as you.
Really?
The running candidate.
The running candidate. Morning, members
The winning
of the media.
candidate. Exactly.
So, here we are. I don't know if you want to do your quick interview now or
Yes,
after.
we'll do it now.
Yeah? Okay, shouldn't be more than 5 minutes, okay? And thank God the weather has held up for us. So good morning to you all. We'll see you in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, just turn and stand because yourself and Mrs. Diane, your mommy.
Morning, hi, darling.
How are you? This is how you respect your parents.
Look at please, look behind again. I'm good. How are you doing? All right, nice. Good. Yeah.
I was asking if I for it.
I guess so. If you can walk, but they wouldn't allow you to stand.
Unless you're big in the dance.
I'm not big in the dance.
You don't know. You have a black car.
But I must see ladies
Woman power.
I just need to breathe. Now, what is it that where are you know, after the is observers.
Actually, nothing.
No, it's not boring.
Lever?
You can do.
Sweet, are you actually?
Bye.
You give him any message? Have you given any message?
No, I don't know who he is. Like him? Oh!
Huh? That's just one of the many.
Nice.
When you get yours?
None.
A gynecologist. Used to have the morning show on TV.
Morning, everyone. Hi, Ria. How are you? Hi, Judy. Hi, everyone.
Alright, Mr. Ryan, how was the voting process for you this morning?
Voting process was smooth and efficient. I've voted here my entire life. It's the first time I've actually cast a vote for myself. I've had the privilege of voting for my mother already, in fact twice, and now I've had the pleasure of feeling what it's like to be on the other side of the fence. I think I could count one vote for sure. God willing, Mom voted for me, so that's a hopeful sign. So today has been excellent, save for one very serious factor. There is an active commission of an election offence afoot right now in San Fernando West. There are posters everywhere which go contrary to the rules and regulations, specifically the law, the Representation of the People's Act, which are trying to look in a formal fashion as they are making a declaration. These posters are saying that my candidacy is invalid and people should not vote for me. It's littered all over San Fernando. We intend, our attorneys are acting on this, we intend to deal with this to the full extent of the law. You all know that this was pioneered and championed some time ago, a version of this by none other a person than Rudal Munilal, and I wish to condemn openly the UNC this morning because this is an apparent extension of exactly what Dr. Munilal has busied himself all over San Fernando West as the new campaign manager for Razia Ahmed. God alone knows why the UNC seems so mortified and afraid to fight me in a fair election. It's just baffling. I mean, the talk is that Dr. Munilal was instructed by the Prime Minister to run against me in San Fernando West, and he refused to do it. CNC3, Kamal Georges interviewed him, he refused comment and left in a huff when he was asked the question the night he was given that instruction. I say to Dr. Munilal, you must have the courage, sir, to fight a fair election. You must have the courage to face someone on the battlefield, in the ballot box yourself. If it is that this is an extension of what he has done, then it must be condemned openly. And the UNC knows, obviously, what it is doing. But we have no fear in San Fernando West. We believe that everything that is right can defeat everything that is wrong. The voter turnout, by our estimation, has been very strong so far, across Trinidad and Tobago and in San Fernando West. And we're confident that we will succeed at the poll today, not only in San Fernando West, but across Trinidad and Tobago. But this really is a first. We have also recorded and received evidence of active campaigning by the UNC, direct telephone calls inviting people to vote for Razia Ahmed this morning, and text messages. All of this is being dealt with. all of this constitutes a breach of the rules which govern, the laws which govern general elections. And this has to be a first in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't think that there's been anything like this. As you know, the EBC has conclusively dealt with the issue, even up to this morning, crying down what is a nasty and feeble attempt at trying to win San Fernando West by corrupt and illegal practices. So I think that notwithstanding how smooth the passage of the election was for me this morning and the voting process, the open and absolute condemnation, which I'm sure you're all aware of, has to rest now squarely in front of the UNC, and they must explain themselves. But I want to warn them, this is not the first time that I have dealt with tricks by the UNC. I've been an attorney at law in practice for a number of years. I've had experience in election matters, and I'm guaranteeing you that we will deal with this properly and firmly.
Have you reported it to the police and have any arrests been made?
Let me just say that the matter is being dealt with right now. You'll get some more information later. But the bottom line is that I can only this morning say that these posters have been put up. They constitute an election offence under Section 98 of the Representation of the People's Act and perhaps Section 74 as well. The last person who was authoring this statement was none other than Rudal Munilal. If he has any association with this, it will certainly be dealt with. I certainly can't go too far beyond the due processes of the law, and I will maintain my decorum as an attorney at law and as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago.
Have you communicated these concerns to the EBC?
We are dealing with everything. Those of you who know me know that that I don't stop lightly. This is the notice. I pulled down this notice myself, less than 100 feet away from a polling station on Rushworth Street. Less than 100 feet away. And if you read the end here, the nomination of Mr. Al-Rawi is invalid, null and void, and of no effect. Notice to electors, people of San Fernando West. Let me just tell you this. We are not fly-by-night attorneys, and we're not a fly-by-night party. I'm warning those who have done this. Get prepared for the consequences. You all need to be... They know what they need to do. They all have lawyers, right? So, here we go.
Let's get Mom your finger first.
2 votes. 3, you got about 3.
Got about 3.
Let's
did he vote in your constituency?
He did. Mr. and Mrs. Manning both voted.
They said they voted.
So God willing.
turn this way now. I'm going to get more. Smile, get a wonderful smile.
Oh, you know how it is to smile when you're
Everybody good? Yes. Thanks for braving the weather, everyone, and have a great day. God bless the media for covering everything that it does.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look for the
Yes, of course.
and you can simply find these things all over, but just open your eyes.
The most important thing to cover is just the simple fact that the EBC has dealt with this up to this morning. They have condemned it. They have issued a written letter since the 4th of September confirming all of this. And you see, where you get into problems is that with the EBC having written to me as they did since last week after Munilal's declarations, anybody who says that they believe that to be true is in trouble because the EBC published it widely up to this morning. Check the Express online, you'll see it as well right now. So, you know, those who are prepared to break the law will stand the consequences. That's just the bottom line. Okay? Great, everyone. Take care.
And the Guardian.
Bye-bye. Let's hope you have a nice day.
And the Guardian too. Thanks, Radhika.